Hi, my name is Arnaz Hathiram and you're watching Voice for Men India. On our YouTube channel, we try to curate several news stories with regards to anti-men and gender bias laws in the country. We also try to update you with stories and viral debates from the world of social media. If you like our content, do subscribe to our channel and share these videos ahead. Let's begin with the first story of the day. Kerala High Court gives free hand to state police to act against all women who falsely implicate men in sexual harassment cases. Rape or sexual offense is one of the worst crimes against humanity. The laws to punish all sexual offenders must be strictest in every country. India too amended its rape laws after the horrific Nirbhaya gang rape incident in the year 2012. While the intent was to ensure speedy justice to every victim, sadly, the misuse of such laws became rampant in society. The Kerala High Court, in its current judgment, Naushad versus State of Kerala, has urged the police officials to go ahead and act without any apprehension against all women who falsely implicate men in sexual assault cases. In its detailed order, the Kerala High Court also remarked that just because a complainant is a woman, her version can't be gospel truth. So first, let's understand what was this case about. The accused and the complainant were working at the same company. On December 20th, 2024, the woman alleged that she was grabbed by the arms with sexual intent by the accused colleague. Subsequently, a criminal case was registered under Section 75(1) of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, that is BNS. Now, interestingly, this FIR was lodged by the woman after a few days of the accuser's police complaint against her. The male colleague had earlier intimated police about the woman's verbal abuse and threats, along with an audio recording stored in a pen. Now, after this FIR that had been registered against him, the accused moved the High Court for anticipatory bail. Now, what were the Kerala High Court findings in this case? A single bench of Justice P.V. Krishnan of the Kerala High Court went through the facts of the case and was of the opinion that the petitioner can be released on bail after imposing stringent conditions to cooperate in the investigation. Citing P.V. Chidambaram versus Directorate of Enforcement, Siddharth versus State of Uttar Pradesh, and Manish Sisodia versus CBI, the Kerala High Court reiterated that bail is the rule and jail is the exception. However, the judge firmly went on to add that merely because the de facto complainant is a lady, there is no presumption that in all cases her versions are gospel truth and the police can proceed based on her statement without considering the case of the accused. Nowadays, there is a tendency to implicate innocent people in criminal cases with serious allegations of sexual assault. If the police find that the allegations of such women against men are false, they can very well take action against the complainants also. The law permits for the same. But some of the police officers are not ready to take action, apprehending that it will backfire on them. No such apprehension is necessary. The court will take care of the interests of such officers if their findings are correct. The High Court also highlighted the issue surrounding tendency to implicate innocent people in criminal cases with serious allegations of sexual assault and stress that criminal investigations should not be one-sided. The court instructed the police to thoroughly check the authentication of such allegations and take appropriate actions against those leveling false allegations. Stressing upon the loss of reputation of a falsely accused man, the High Court observed, the damages caused to a citizen because of false implication cannot be compensated by payment of money alone. His integrity, position in society, reputation, etc. can be ruined by a single false complaint. The police authorities should be alert and vigilant to find the truth in criminal cases during investigation stage itself. Nowadays, it may take years to consider the case of such innocent persons by a court of law if a charge sheet is filed. In such situations, the investigating authorities should think twice before registering and filing charge sheets in such cases. Lastly, the High Court even pointed out that courts were already burdened with several cases in which serious questions of law and facts are involved, and hence it is a duty of the police to separate the chaff from the grain before submitting final reports in criminal cases. The bail application was accordingly allowed. Our next story for the day is exactly the issue that has been addressed by the Kerala High Court. Ghaziabad woman arrested for repeatedly filing false gang rape and kidnapping cases against her husband and his friends. Due to bad apples like the woman in this case, sadly today we have started questioning all rape cases, doubting victims. In a recent case from Ghaziabad NCR, a woman has been arrested for repeatedly leveling allegations of rape, gang rape and kidnapping against her husband, who was earlier her live-in partner, and also his friends. Let us understand the facts of the case first. The accused woman was in a live-in relationship with, let's call him Mr. X, who is also a resident of Ghaziabad. In June last year, she alleged that X had raped her on pretext of marriage. The complainant also alleged that she was pregnant at that time and the child had died because she was sexually assaulted and kicked by X in her stomach. The woman repeated her allegations in her first statement but changed her track while the statement was being recorded in front of a judicial magistrate. In her second statement, the woman then said that her relationship with X was consensual and that he had only beaten her. She even said that she had suffered a miscarriage not because of X, but because she had not followed her doctor's advice. Lastly, she stated that X and her have now come to an agreement outside court and thus she wanted to withdraw the matter and put it to rest. However, soon, within 2 months, in August last year, the woman once again approached the police stating that she was forced to change her statement in that June case because X, his brother-in-law and one of his friends had threatened to kill her if she did not do so. But in the same month, the woman then submitted a written application to the police stating that she had now married X and requested that action be stopped on her earlier complaint. She also uploaded a video confirming the same at that point in time. But did the matter end here? No. 4 months later, in January this year, the woman once again submits complaints and files an FIR stating that X and his mother did not get the wedding performed in a proper manner and thus she again accuses X of raping her on pretext of marriage. This time, she has also accused X of thrashing her and trying to set her ablaze by pouring alcohol on her. In her following statement, she even claimed that she was gang raped by X and 2 of his friends. The investigation then revealed that the gang rape accusations had turned out to be false, but her medical report showed evidence of burn injuries and thus X was arrested on February 17th and has been in jail since then. The matter still does not end here. On February 25th, the woman made her most serious allegation till date. She now claimed that 3 friends of X kidnapped her when she was on her way to the market, made her numb by injecting some substance into her, and took turns raping her. She also alleged that they put some chemical on her neck, inserted a bottle in her private parts, and then threw her on a garbage heap near Mehrauli Gate in Delhi. According to her, this horrific incident took place on the previous night, but when the police checked the CCTV footage, they found that she had left her house at around 8:30 p.m., sat in a car later, and was dropped home at 10:19 p.m. At this point in time, she was seen walking normally to her flat. Subsequently, the call records and location details of X's friends were gathered, which revealed that they were not present at the scene of the alleged crime. During her medical checkup, the chemical that the woman claimed was poured on her neck also appeared to have been applied with cotton. In a press statement, Deputy Commissioner of Police Rajesh Kumar Singh said, "We received the gang rape complaint on February 25th. When we investigated and conducted a medical checkup, we found that the FIR against her husband's friends was false, concocted and filed because of some motive. She has filed complaints and applications before and her husband is in jail in connection with one of them. The woman has now been arrested." When questioned about the possible motive, the DCP said, "The woman has been living in X's flat since their relationship began. The motive could be connected to this flat."
अपने को अगवा करने की, गाड़ी में ले जाने की तीन पर आरोप लगाकर एक अभियोग दर्ज कराया। जब अभियोग की गहराई से जांच की गई और सारे एविडेंस कलेक्ट किए गए, मेडिकल कराया गया, सीसीटीवी फुटेज देखे गए, मोबाइल की लोकेशन आदि देखी गई, तो पाया गया कि अभियोग पूरी तरह से झूठा है, मनगढ़ंत है और किसी मकसद के तहत ये पूरा अभियोग दर्ज कराया गया है अपने पति के साथियों के खिलाफ। पहले भी ये महिला एक अभियोग दर्ज कराई थी जिसमें पति उसका जेल में है। यह मुकदमा जो लिखाया था उसके साथियों के खिलाफ लिखाया था। इसके पहले भी 2 और मुकदमे भी लिखवा चुकी है। इसके पहले 3-4 एप्लीकेशन इसी तरह के चीज़ों को आरोप लगाकर दे चुकी है। तो लगातार ये महिला इस तरह के आरोप लगाकर एप्लीकेशन देना, मुकदमा लिखवाना किया जा रहा था इनके द्वारा। पूरी जांच जब गहराई से की गई, सारे साक्ष्य गहराई से संकलन किए गए तो पाया गया कि यह मुकदमा पूरी तरह से मनगढ़ंत और फर्जी है। इसमें उस मुकदमे को फिर तरमीम करते हुए, उसको समाप्त करते हुए, इसमें इसी महिला को जिसने इस झूठे मुकदमे को लिखाया उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करते हुए उसकी गिरफ्तारी की गई है और उसका चालान किया जा रहा है और कड़ी कार्रवाई इसमें सुनिश्चित की जा रही है। इसमें देखिए पूरा ये केस जो था, ये पहला मुकदमा इनका नहीं था। इसके पहले भी 2 मुकदमे लिखवा चुकी थी ये महिला और कई एप्लीकेशन दे चुकी थी। कई बार मुकदमे लिखवा कर उसमें बयानों में मुकर गई, समझौता कर ली थी। लगातार इनके द्वारा इस तरह से किया जा रहा था, लोगों को परेशान किया जा रहा था और एक ही व्यक्ति पे टारगेट करके कि बार बार उसके खिलाफ मुकदमा लिखाने का प्रयास किया जा रहा था, लिखाया गया है। तो इसको हम लोगों ने बड़ा फिर गंभीरता से लिया और गहराई से जब इसकी पूरी जांच पड़ताल विवेचना की गई कि पूरा मामला का इस तरह से खुलासा हुआ है और उल्टे इनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की जा रही है। इसमें अगर इस महिला को देखेंगे तो एक व्यक्ति जो विकास त्यागी नाम का है, पहले उनके साथ लिव इन में रही। लिव इन में रहने के दौरान फिर आपस में इनकी अनबन हो गई, झगड़ा हुआ। विकास त्यागी के खिलाफ इन्हें 2 मुकदमे लिखवाए, विकास त्यागी और उसके दोस्तों के खिलाफ पहले भी लिखवाया। विकास त्यागी उसमें अभी भी आरोप में जेल में है। इस बार जो मुकदमा लिखाया था विकास त्यागी के दोस्तों के खिलाफ। तो कुल मिला के विकास त्यागी से जो इसका अनबन है तो उसको परेशान कर लिए, उसके दोस्तों को परेशान करने के उद्देश्य से इनके द्वारा मुकदमा लिखा गया। इस तरह की कोई बात नहीं आई, लेकिन जो विकास त्यागी है जिसके साथ ये लिव इन में रहते थे, जिसके फ्लैट में अभी भी रह रही हैं, तो कुछ उनकी मंशा हो सकती है उस फ्लैट में। बिल्कुल ऐसे मामलों में स्टैंड लेना चाहिए और गहराई में जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि इसमें तो इसलिए हम लोग जा पाए क्योंकि महिला लगातार इस तरह के मुकदमे लिखवा रही थी और एप्लीकेशन दे रही थी, इसलिए इसका किया। और ऐसा भी कोई भी मामला इस तरह संज्ञान आएगा कि छूटा है तो हमको उसमें गहराई से जाकर उसकी विवेचना करके निर्दोष का उत्पीड़न नहीं हो, इसको इंश्योर करना चाहिए।
Now let's move on to our story number 3 that is coming from Punjab. Wife pressuring husband to live separately from his family is cruelty. Yes, this is what the Punjab and Haryana High Court has ruled, upholding a divorce decree granted to the husband. The Punjab and Haryana High Court was hearing an appeal by the wife challenging the family court's decision to grant her husband divorce under Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act on grounds of cruelty. According to the husband, soon after their marriage in 2018, the wife started pressuring him to live separately from his family. The husband also accused his wife of frequently using offensive language against him. Adding further, the husband even stated that his wife harassed his parents by filing criminal complaints, which allegedly led to his father dying by suicide. Despite the allegations, the wife and her co-accused father both were acquitted in that abetment to suicide case. On the other hand, the counsel representing the wife argued that the husband had falsely implicated his client and her father in a criminal case that is of abetment to suicide. It was further claimed that it was the husband and his family who had been demanding dowry and subjecting her to mental harassment and also physically assaulting her. What was the family court judgment? After hearing the matter, the family court granted divorce to the husband, citing cruelty by wife since she pressured the husband to live separately from the family. The family court also added that the wife was insulting and abusive with her husband over the matter. The lower court in its findings concluded that although the wife and her father were acquitted in that criminal case, which was related to abetment to suicide, the husband had successfully established a case for divorce on grounds of cruelty. So what did the Punjab and Haryana High Court say? A bench of Justice Sudhir Singh and Justice Sukhwinder Kaur of the Punjab and Haryana High Court upheld the divorce decree granted to the husband on grounds of cruelty, agreeing with the family court findings. The bench observed, in order to constitute cruelty, the party alleging the same must prove on record that the behavior of the party complained against is or has been as such, that is, has made it impossible for the said party to live in the company of the party complained against. Justice Singh went on to add that the acts of cruelty must be such from which it can be reasonably and logically concluded that there cannot be any reunion between the parties due to the said acts. He said, the cruelty can either be physical or mental or both. Though there is no mathematical formula to devise the extent of cruelty alleged against, yet the facts and circumstances of each and every case must be examined in the light of gravity contained in them. The High Court even noted that although the wife and the father had been acquitted in the abetment to suicide case, the wife had failed to appear as a witness in the main divorce proceedings. Upholding the divorce decree granted in favor of the husband, the Punjab and Haryana High Court concluded that since the wife failed to present any evidence of allegations levelled by her, the findings of the family court could not be considered patently illegal or perverse. Now let's move on to our story number 4. Domestic violence has no gender. A woman in Haryana has been arrested for beating her mother over property dispute. Whenever we hear the term domestic violence, the first image we register in our minds is that of a man beating a woman. Sadly, these notions have been fed in society over the years, which make us believe that the perpetrator of such violence is always a man. In a recent video that has gone viral over social media, a woman from Haryana is seen hitting and biting her elderly mother. A 3-minute video from modern Saket colony in Hisar's Azad Nagar shows the woman identified as Rita sitting on a bed with her mother, Nirmala Devi, who is seen crying. In the video, Rita is seen scolding her mother before delivering a hard blow to her leg and then biting her thigh, disregarding her cries of pain. As Nirmala Devi continues to weep, Rita grabs her by the hair, pulls her down, and seemingly bites her again, even as she begs for mercy. After another exchange, Rita slaps her and asks, "Will you live forever?" We cannot sadly show you this video here due to YouTube guidelines, but you can watch it in the description link of this in the news episode. Now, why was Rita doing this? Rita was allegedly assaulting her mother over a property dispute. After the video went viral, her brother Amardeep Singh filed a police complaint against her, alleging that she had been holding their mother captive. Amardeep shared that his sister was married to one Sanjay Punia 2 years ago, but soon returned to her maternal home. He alleged that after coming back, she started harassing their mother over property issues and even made her husband stay with them. Singh then shared that Rita had sold a family property in Kurukshetra worth 65 lakh. She kept that money with her and confined their mother in the house, pressuring her to transfer the remaining part of that property in her name. Additionally, he even accused her of preventing him from visiting their home and also threatened to file false cases against him. Speaking with NDTV, Inspector Sadhuram, who is the station head officer of the Azad Nagar police station, said, a case has now been registered against the woman under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act 2007. And now for the last story of the day. A social media user says that YouTuber PRAJAKTA KOLI married less successful man. Netizens react. YouTuber influencer and actor PRAJAKTA KOLI recently married her longtime boyfriend Vrishank Kanal in Karjat at Maharashtra. The internet is flooded with photographs and videos from the wedding celebrations. Now, amidst these viral images, an ex-user by the name of Aditi posted, "For those who say a successful woman won't marry a less successful man, she married her longtime boyfriend and they both seem so happy together." It's all about supporting each other and valuing their presence in life. Love has no boundaries and no limits, and it's not about gender, fame, money, or success, but about the person we love. When the efforts are equal from both sides, they always find a way to be together. To begin with, for the ones who need insight about the influencer's husband's professional life, 34-year-old Vrishank hails from Kathmandu in Nepal. Currently working in the legal field, Vrishank began his career at Thomson Reuters, and later advanced to a managerial role as a director with Morgan Stanley. Now, reacting to Aditi's post calling Vrishank less successful than Prajakta, here are some of the responses shared by social media users. He is a professional lawyer and works for Morgan Stanley and will have a career of many more decades, and this is just the beginning of his career. YouTubers have careers of 2 to 3 years and she's at the fag end of it. How exactly is she more successful? He is in a very high-paying designation within Morgan Stanley. How is that being less successful? Gen Z literally measures success by social media clout. And since I am not a Gen Z, I do not know the full form of SMH. Now, the next user has actually found this tweet to be misogynist. He says, firstly, I have a problem with the usage of word less successful, more successful. Secondly, it is called internalized misogyny, where a woman is not supposed to earn more than her husband. So if you're worried about women not marrying to men who have less income, then you need to destroy patriarchy. Your patriarchs have so much male ego that they can't tolerate women at higher financial position. Thirdly, women need to have some humility to not reject a man solely on the basis of his income. That's a toxic trait. When you are choosing a partner for lifetime, obviously you don't care about these stuffs. And now the next user points out, yes, but that's love marriage. In arranged setups, this balance is rarely seen. And honestly, it's not about women chasing better, but finding what's right for them. At the end of the day, it's just demand and supply at play. He's less famous, but earns more than her. Lawyer at Morgan Stanley is no joke. Basic research would have made some sense for you. He's less popular than Dolly Chaiwala also. Now someone's being sarcastic. If you don't post your smartwatch reading of the morning run with chai latte and fermented rice and lentil crepe on Snapchat or Instagram, you are not successful. And lastly, the mother of all questions. How do you know that this generation is beep 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 when people value influenza more than education? That's all for today. Do let us know how you're finding these curated news episodes. If you have any feedback, do let us know in the comments below. References to all stories covered in the program are updated in the description link of this video. Keep following us on our social media handles, that is Instagram, X, Facebook and Telegram. The ID is @voiceformenin. You can also visit our website voiceformenindia.com to read other articles and stories. If you liked our video today, please consider giving us a like and subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste. Jai Hind.